Okay, so we're looking at a Wagner C1-258. These were a obviously HF radio, and 2 megs through to sort of 7 or 8 megs. And as you can see, what's fitted in there gives you a bit of an idea. Now I'm on a dummy load, am I? Yes, I am at the moment, which means I should, if I get very lucky, get a couple of watts output. Hello. Hang on, so. Yes, that mic's a little bit not so reactive. I need to have a little look at that mic. It's all right, but it's just a little bit intermittent, and it's probably because of, oh, I see. Actually, I haven't quite got that connected properly. Might work a bit better if I do that. Anyway, these were a sort of nice little radio on the fact that you could set them to open. They had cool. Is that noise limiter, I think, from memory? Yep. AM sideband on them, and clarifier, of course, there. So basically, when they went quiet like that, you could open the squelch like so, and off they go. Now, I've got a couple of them here, and one's got a little bit of a ding just there, which should come out very easily, which is easy enough. But they're all actually pretty clean, to be honest. One of the things that is interesting is the side mount there. That's where the whip goes on for the antenna, and they all come with these power supplies on the back, so 240 volt. I haven't tested any of the suppliers, I've just been running them off 12 volts, but they seem like they have a ability also to have a battery system and charging battery system too. So not 100% sure just how that all works. I've just, as I said, run things off 12 volts. But to show you the backpacks, they came in green or green. You had your little areas to put microphones and bits and pieces, and that's strapped on your back, as you can see, with your bits and pieces there. And they used a very strange little, wouldn't need one of these too often, 3-pin mic plug. And that antenna mount I was showing you just before, well, how that works is basically the base of this here, which you can't really see, fits onto that mount. So as you're walking along with your backpack and you put your tap in, you've got basically the ability to use these antennas. Now I notice their taps are up to 7.3 megs. Interesting to see if you could get those to maybe just tune down to 7.2, 7.1. Not sure of the significance there of the 1414. And if they break in half, they may. I might be able to even ship those. So yeah, so that's the idea. They basically come in these packs here. We'll keep probably one of the darker green packs, and microphone and one of the antennas as a sample. But yeah, they're a nice setup. Bit of history for sure. Now, just wanted to show you what happens when you plug the microphone in properly. So about 25 watts output there, which is not bad for a little portable setup. Not bad at all. I'll just put an antenna in. I don't want to transmit on it because these are frequencies that I'm not able to transmit on, but hang on. Okay, so I've got an antenna connected now, and all comes to life quite nicely. Now this antenna is probably resonant around 7 megs, as you can hear. 7330, definitely just outside of our amateur bands, unfortunately. But yeah, the antennas on there would be fairly resonant. I can't transmit on this frequency because I'm not authorised to do so. It's not going to hear much on these here, unfortunately, due to the fact the antenna is not very resonant. But certainly 7 megs, 7330, that picks up quite nicely. And you can actually turn it off like so, so it's just basically in squelch mode, or you can open it up and the light comes on there to say that you're receiving a signal, etc., etc. In this case, not so much a signal, but you're receiving nothing. AM, pretty quiet. Sideband, oh, actually, maybe AM reset, still pretty quiet. So each time when I come back, I've got to remember to open up the squelch. And there we go. So, okay, so that's the Wagner C1-258. We're just keeping one of these as a sample for the bits and pieces here. We don't use the word museum anymore because we've legally going to a private display. There's a little bit of history to that and some people on Facebook that made that happen. But anyway, that's okay. We don't mind. It is what it is. But certainly I'd like to keep one for my personal display. There you go. So that's what we have to call it now, personal display. All right. If anybody needs one of these for their collection just to have, we've got 2 more complete with antenna and backpack, etc. So please contact me to discuss. You can get me at brenton@posnav.com.au as email. You certainly can phone me on 0418 844 700. They won't be overly expensive. It's just more for people that may want to do what I'm doing, which is have one that's just there for as a collector's item. I've given them all a quick run. They all seem to work okay, so that's good news. But usual guarantee. Once it leaves here, it's yours. The days of lifetime guarantees are a little bit over with us with 25, 30-year-old equipment. But anyway, if one of these is of interest to you, please contact us and we'll get it in the mail to you. All right. 73s from VK3CM or JDW229. Thanks very much for having a look at the Wagner single sideband transceiver. A little bit of history there, and certainly maybe something that might interest you as well. Cheers.